Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to explain a little bit about panic disorder and what that is. Panic disorder is when your body has learnt to panic really well and you get stuck in a cycle of anxiety and panic attacks. What happens is your body associates the panic with the places that you're in or the situations you're in, and so you believe that that's what's causing them, because when they start, sometimes it's out of the blue, and for me it was because I was very worried about some things. I'd had some stressful things happen in my life, and I think it was just at a point where that's what happened. It built up and I just got overwhelmed and started having panic attacks, but I didn't know that it was something that was really shocking. When you have a panic attack, it's very full on. The symptoms you have in your body, it's very frightening. It's like you're standing in front of a tiger or something, like the level of fear that you go through. And so your heart's beating out of your chest. You think, what's happening? Am I having a heart attack? It's quite extreme when the feeling of having a panic attack, although it's absolutely safe. It's just your body's response to fight or flight. So the panic attacks keep happening in the same situations and places because we associate the panic with those places that they're happening in. So what can happen is that your life can become more limited, and then you learn the places where they happen and you believe that that's the trigger. Quite often that's what happened to me, because there wasn't a YouTube or anything to kind of look up or try and find out what was happening to me for a good few months. I just kind of kept it quiet really and struggled on. So it does become a cycle of fear, hence a panic disorder. And if the anxiety is not dealt with early on, it gets worse and worse, and you can actually become agoraphobic as well, which happened to me. So what can we do about this? So at the time, I think for myself on my own journey, I did start reading some kind of self-help books. I think I saw something on TV which was about panic attacks, and I was in floods of tears with relief of like, that's what's happening to me. It was a documentary and talking to a couple of people who'd experienced it, and I thought, that's what's happening to me, thank God I'm not going mad. And then I got some books on it once I knew what it was, read a bit about it, and started reading sort of positive psychology books and things like that, which kind of started to help, but didn't help I'd locked in my body knew how to panic really well at this point, and even if I was kind of feeling generally better in life, I'd still have panic attacks out of the blue because my body had learned to do this and could just like bring them out again. So so hence I looked into the medical approach, or went to my GP when I was about 19, and then was referred actually onto a research project, which was cool. I had to be wired up to little ECG monitors once a month, and and helped with a research project. And also I had antidepressants at that time as well. So medical approach can be really useful, and also there's complementary approach and complementary therapies as well. So I'm not an expert on these things. This is just obviously this happened to me, and my kind of knowledge of what was available to me was in 1989. So there is like hundreds of resources available now, and lots of different approaches to choose from as well, but I'm just kind of sharing what happened with me. So with the medical approach, at that time I was offered either antidepressants, sometimes people are offered beta blockers as well, which kind of help calm down your body from not getting in a state with your heartbeat racing really fast and things, and even Valium actually at that time. And with the medical approach as well, you may be offered counselling or some kind of talking therapies or CBT, possibly. I'm not sure. Do your own research on this. But obviously with the NHS and things, there are long waiting lists. With the medical approach, you could be waiting 6 months, a year or something to be referred to see somebody. But yeah, still it's an option worth looking into. And then there are complementary therapies. So complementary or alternative therapies work with a more of a holistic approach. So they tend to have more time for you to listen to your story and want to gain a whole picture as well of your lifestyle, including like with your sleeping properly, what you're eating, relationships, or anything that's relevant to you to bring to the table. So it's not just about treating your symptoms with complementary therapy. And for me, that was what got to the root of my kind of stress and or past traumas as well. That's when I finally found kinesiology. That was what actually I was able to release the stresses that had caused the panic in the first place, and was given tools to deal with, to help to stay calm, to learn to be calmer as well. But if I hadn't got to the energetic stuff and actually released the stress rather than just talking about it, that was the thing for me that actually helped me turn a corner and found that I could recover from having panic attacks completely. If you're suffering from anxiety disorder or any kind of anxiety that's interfering with your life, I do recommend you get support as soon as possible, so that it doesn't become more ingrained. And I say that from experience because I suffered with anxiety and panic attacks for nearly 9 years before I was able to actually recover. And that was what changed the direct trajectory of my life, because I was so amazed that I was able to actually recover from it that I thought I can help other people with this, and that's what I've been doing. So the way that I help people in my sessions is to release the initial stress or anxiety that's been causing the anxiety or panic attacks, give them tools to be calm and take control of their body and mind so they can respond well with anxiety and manage it much better, and also to relearn any habits like being out and about in situations and doing the things that previously triggered the panic attacks. So not in a forceful way, but just gently going back out into the world and practicing what you're learning actually in your life. So you're really taking those tools and things out with you and then coming back to check in with me how you're getting on. You can choose a mixture of medical help and complementary therapy. That's why they're complementary therapies. They're complementary to each other and to the medical system as well, so that they shouldn't interfere with any medical treatment that you're getting. And I've supported people to come off antidepressants as long as they are being advised how to do that by their GP or a medical professional. I can work alongside them, and as they gain more confidence and feel less anxious, they have managed to come off medication. So that's something that I have done with people. Okay, so I hope that's helped just a little bit to explain what panic disorder is, and that sort of cycle of fear that you can get in with that particular type of anxiety. If you like this video, please give it a like, because that helps to share it with other people which might find this information helpful. And if you've watched a couple of my videos, please subscribe. Again, it really helps the channel to reach more people. I'll drop a link to my newsletter below as well, which you might be interested in, and I send these videos out in my newsletter as well. So any questions, please drop them in the comments as well. I'd be happy to help if I can. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.